What's up, everybody? Just wanted to shoot a quick video. This is the Citramon, still flowering. It's put off a lot of flowers. Here's a taker. I believe that's going to take a couple here. I just realized something pretty cool. So the rootstock that this Citramon is on is 942, and the new growth that's pushing out is all mono leaf. I noticed that, and then down here it turns to tri. But same with this branch here. I mean, it starts, mono, mono, and then they're all mono coming out. And same with this one, it's all mono. Same with this. And then, it was tri earlier, and then all mono. And I noticed with these 942 cuttings, they're just all coming out tri. No monos, couple bis. Same with that. You see? And then I looked up here with the 852 graft, and I noticed it's all mono leaf coming out too. Mono, mono, mono. There's one tri, but there's a few monos. And then I looked at the Bishop pineapple, and that's pretty much mono. There's a bi, couple bis, but all the new growth seems to be mono. Like it started tri and then went to mono. There's one with just a little small leaf. But there's one. I just thought that was pretty neat. Makes you wonder what dictates that to happen. Maybe weather, I don't know. But the 942, 852, and the Bishop all shooting out like that. I just wanted to point that out. And it makes you wonder if maybe I could take like this 942 branch and cut it there where it might be monofoliate, and then either root it or maybe graft it onto something, and would it stay like that, I don't know. It's just pretty neat. Here's something pretty cool. The Midnight Valencia. There's some flowers on it. They're starting to fall off now. Here's the Iva Swingle, pushed out pretty good. Another Iva Swingle. There's the Thai tri, looking pretty yellow. Guess it's deficient in something, I don't know. But got all these cuttings I did, getting them nice and rooted out. Got a big guy here. That's 802, and I think there's a few Dunstan in here. I might have got confused for 802. I gotta wait till they get a little bigger. Changsha. Putting on a lot of growth. Just did a bunch of fig cuttings down in here. And then the navel orange, that thing's really going crazy. Flowers everywhere. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Look at all this. I wonder how many fruit's gonna stay on this thing. It's just nothing but flowers. Insane. Everywhere. Or even back in here. Still worry. Got a few flowers. This should be the Kinkoji. A little flower there. I'll be able to hopefully taste that fruit. And then check that out. Sadachi. Big bloomer. There's the Karaji. I cut that back pretty good. Did some cuttings and grafted a few things. This one's getting all tangled up. I keep forgetting the name of that. Taiwanica. And then the, what's that thing called? That lime. Like Kefir lime, that's right. Got that reddish tinge on the new growth. Trying to remember what this is. I think that's a seed-grown orange, Valencia orange. There's a jackfruit. I had about 5 seedlings, and I ended up keeping this one alive, taking better care of it because it had, you know, like a mono kind of lobe leaf to it. The rest kind of looked like a fig or a mulberry, you know. So just messing around with this. It probably won't survive, but who knows. Another seed-grown lemon. Thing's pretty tall. It's about 6 foot tall and a 5-gallon bucket. The Hass avocado. Let's go take a look at the seed-grown lemon. Oh, here's the another Pluary that I grafted. Trying to think which one this is. Which one is this? Sweet Treat Pluary. Yep, and that flowered too this year. I got a flower on the pawpaw right here. And that's Shenandoah. And then we got sunflower. Getting some leaves on it. And then at the very top I grafted a few other things. I think another sunflower and a mango. It's a seed-grown lemon. Really surprised this thing survived out here. And then there's the blood orange. Just waiting for it, hopefully, to leaf out. If it don't continue dying back. There's the honey jar, jujube. Waiting on that to leaf out. It's coming. Comes in late, looks like. There's my giant Asian Korean pear. That flowered a lot. And grafted on Hauser or Hoosie Asian pear right here, and then one down there. There's a couple peach seedlings, and I grafted I think was it a Saturn peach? One of them donut peaches. I think a Saturn peach to one of these. I think it's back here somewhere. Yeah, right here. And the one in my greenhouse that actually flowered. Here's a Hayward kiwi back here. Didn't grow a whole lot. And then here's which one is this? KCU Atwood pawpaw. Didn't get a flower this year on that. I think that's one of them sour cherries. A couple pluots in here. Here's a seed-grown Asian pear right here in the ground. Go something else I wanted to look at. Can't remember what it was. Oh, here it is. That Hascap or whatever. It looks like a blueberry. I looked around. I was a little too late to see the flowers, but this is I think a Czech 17 or something, some kind of Czechoslovakian variety. But we did get flowers. I could see them like dried up. You could see the fruit starting to appear somewhere in here. You could see it somewhere up in here. I think like a couple in here. But they're in there, just waiting for them to get bigger. This thing's shot up pretty good. Bunch of new growth at the top. This is pretty strange. This is a seed-grown pomegranate, but it looks like it came out early or left some of its leaves during winter. I think it just came out super early. I don't think this was a wonderful. I think this was some other kind of pomegranate that's a little more cold hardy, maybe. Something sweet something, I think it might be. I looked it up. I did get it at the grocery store, but that's what the fruit resembled more like. But you could see the wonderful hasn't even came out yet. The one I have up on the side of the house, that's about 5 or 6 feet, maybe 6 feet. It's just now starting to bud out. And then the kiwi, fuzzy kiwi, grown from seed. You can see all them flower buds. I looked it up and they say there's no fuzzy kiwi that has red flowers. Usually they're cream or white colored. But it kind of threw me off because there's this reddish fuzzy thing. And it looks like it would have been a red flower, or it could be. But I think it's just going to be white. But I'll do an update on that. I think this might be a male because it's so vigorous. But they're all different. A lot of these kiwis, some of them are like have red hairs on them. Some of my seedlings. And then here's that unknown variety of Citramello. It's just now flushing out. And we got the 942. The Dunstan starting to flush out pretty good. Yuzu looking good. Grafted some things up here on the trifoliate. There's the Thai-Tri coming out a little bit. And then there's the Prague graft. It's taking off pretty good. And the Meyer lemon sailed through the winter. Pretty amazing. I just had a bucket of water next to it and it was covered. Not many lights on it though. Oh, I grafted some Citramon to it just for the hell of it. Let me show you guys another pawpaw flower. If I can find it. This is the mango. Here it is. I wonder if that'll stay on. I get some kind of fruit. That'd be cool. Here's another seed grown. It's another seed grown. And another trifoliate. I might graft something on that. I'm thinking of doing let it get a little bit bigger and then grafting US 119 at the top maybe. And then there's another pluot. Of course, that peach just continuing to flower. And these things are like really like showy, you know, not like a regular peach flower. Big old blooms. There's a Granny Smith apple, I think. I think that's a Granny Smith. Here's that graft I did to, I think it's called some European pear, Bach pear, I think. And then that's the Asian pear. It had a bunch of big flowers on it, but they're falling off. So I think I'll get some fruit from that this year. Alright guys, take care.